Hi guys, we are here a lot of time since I don't upload any video. So here we're gonna start with unit tests, and this time we're gonna be mocking exceptions. And for doing this, I'm gonna use this example that is a user manager that it has a local and remote repository, and with a flag it just calls to the right repository and then get the result. If something's go wrong, it return a user result. We have a user result that is a C class that could be two states, success and error. Here we return success and here we return error. So we're gonna start with that. First of all, I'm gonna create these two objects here. This is gonna be a mock class, mock. Also this one is gonna be a mock version, and then we're gonna create a private file, user manager of type user manager, and user manager. Here we're gonna need a local repository and we're gonna need a remote repository. Okay, the first thing that I'm gonna do is to mark a get user var fake user, and this is gonna return fake user. Then coEvery, every time that you call to remote repository, remote get username, we're gonna return fake user. Okay, here we're gonna call to that var result is gonna be equals user manager get user from remote. Okay, first of all, after that we're gonna verify that remote repository get username was called. Also, I think that only that, then we're gonna use this library from Google and assert that. Okay, assert that result is equal to user result that success that fake user. So this test has to succeed because we are mocking success. Yeah, the test succeeds because every time that you call to get username, we get a fake user. Here we verify that this was called. Also, we're gonna verify that local repository was called exactly 0 times. And you're gonna say this is not useless because you're gonna know if this was or not was called. However, there is times that you have a lot of business logic and this is really useful. In this example, it's not useful, but when you have a use case that it has a lot of business logic, is really useless. Okay, here we're gonna copy this. However, here we're gonna return an exception and message. Now he has to be true. We're gonna throw an exception error, and here we're gonna say never time. Okay, I'm gonna create a never time is gonna be equals to error message. Okay, error message, and here and verify this one wasn't called error with an error message. Okay, now we just gonna run the test and we're gonna see if everything was okay. Yeah, the test has succeeded. And why? Because for example here we are mocking, here we have the real implementation of user manager, and this is gonna catch every exception. And like we are calling this exception, it's gonna get here, it's gonna return an error with the message that we provide, that is here. And I think that this was everything for the video. This is a way to check errors in unit tests. In future videos I'm gonna be doing things more complex. We're gonna be using this Rick and Morty app to mock the use cases, the view models, and those things. However, this is gonna be in the